So I'm guessing that by now you probably all know about the secret cutscene, the secret badge inside of Mad City, but if you don't actually know what happens in the cutscene, I do recommend you go check out my other video where I pretty much showed you what actually happened in the cutscene, so go check that out if you don't already know, because there's going to be big spoilers in today's video. And if you're still watching now, I'm assuming you already know what happens, and that's Cluckles died. So if you make your way on over to Cluck Donald, you'll realise, well, a couple of changes. One, the Cluck sign, the chicken sign that used to be on both of these pillars here, is actually gone, leaving just a normal white circle with no Cluck logo. And you can also realise that, well, Cluck Donald is now taped up. You can still walk through it, but it's just taped up, because Cluckles, he is now dead. So Cluck Donald is probably going to be no more. It's probably going to be destroyed within the next update, or maybe Cluckles will come back. I don't know, but right now, Cluck Donald has been shut down. But what I want to go over in today's video is, well, one, why is he dead, and two, who actually killed him? So once you've done the secret in Mad City, you've done all the steps, you've done it correct, it will then take you to a separate game called the Aether, which is basically a purple and black area, new, another dimension, another realm, which has a force field here, as you can see, right? To open up this force field, you must complete this simple puzzle by rotating these blocks here, and there is a certain order. I believe it's house, and then it's the sun, and then it's a bag, and then it's like whatever that thing is, some sort of teleporting thing. That's the order, in case you didn't know. And then it will open up the force field, then you'll be given the cutscene. So in the cutscene, we're introduced to this new mysterious figure here, which we haven't actually got the name for, apart from, well, mysterious figure with red glowing eyes. Now, the guy here, he explains what is going on. He says that the boss's main job was to destroy the city, pretty much kill everyone, take the city for their own. That explains why we've been seeing loads of bosses throughout the entire time of Mad City being on Roblox. The whole point of those was that the bosses were supposed to win over the city and then destroy the city, which is why in the birthday bash of Cluck Donald's they were destroying the city, because that was their whole plan along. Destroy the city was their main goal. Now, because they failed, and we, obviously as the player, kept winning over them and killing them multiple times, despite them coming back like 5 times, that's why Cluckles had to take the consequence and die. Because they failed their job, which was to take over and to destroy the city. But now we know why Cluckles ended up dying in the end, because they failed their job to take over the city. Who actually is this mysterious figure? For one, he's obviously the boss of all, well, he's like the main boss of every single boss we've had. He's the boss of Cluckles, he's the boss of Star-Lord, and the boss of Kua, all bosses we've seen in the past of Mad City. He's the big boss. He instructs them what to do and gives out the consequences, as you can see here, if they fail. But we've actually seen those red glowing eyes before. If you think back to season 2 when Cluckles was actually first introduced to the game, you'll remember that he had red glowing eyes and the dark face, just like the mysterious figure we're seeing here in the cutscene. Meaning that, can this mysterious figure actually take over the bosses and control them? Maybe he can give them some sort of evil power or something, because there's a clear difference between the Cluckles you're seeing right now to the Cluckles in the cutscene. The one in the cutscene's more alive and more well and on the good side, but the one here's obviously got evil eyes and stuff. So maybe the Cluck Donalds that we saw in season 2 wasn't actually Cluck Donalds, but it was the mysterious figure. But that was just a theory. I don't actually think that Cluck Donald is this mysterious guy. They're obviously different people, because you can see them both in the exact same picture here. So that was just a theory. I don't think that this guy is Cluck Donald. I don't think Cluck Donald is this guy, because otherwise why would this guy end up killing himself? It doesn't make sense. But what I do think will happen is this mysterious figure will become the next boss. He's going to take down the city. He's going to try his best. It's going to be harder than the previous bosses, because this is the big main boss that's been telling Cluckles, Kua, and Star-Lord what to do this entire time. And so he's going to be harder, and we might not be able to kill him. Meaning that if we don't kill him, the city's destroyed, so maybe another city revamp. So that wouldn't make sense, because they just did a city revamp. I don't know. This guy's obviously evil, controlling pretty much every single boss we've seen so far. He's probably going to turn into the next boss. whenever that will be, probably next season. Give it a couple of months, we'll see this dude again. The story's not over, it's very confusing. I don't know what else to say. But that's about it for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed, hopefully this kind of makes sense. It kind of doesn't, or it does, I don't know, but hopefully you enjoyed this. Give it a like if you did, subscribe if you have not done so already. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.